tell you about love. There are approximately 1 trillion galaxies. I want to tell you about, in the Milky Way, there are about 100 billion stars. I want to tell you, love is the breath of the cosmos. The stars shine, the rivers flow, the flowers blossom, the birds sing, all in ecstatic celebration. And the human being brings a special power of imagination, a special mode of creativity to the unfolding celebration that is the cosmos.
We're falling in love with our Earth again, and I think the way that came about was when the astronauts first sent back her picture, and we got to see her fair face, and we got to see it without boundaries. It was all the oceans were flowing and the clouds were flowing, and she was one and we were hers.
To love Mother Earth as if she is my real mother, as if she's my real grandmother. So for me, is to love her, is to take care of her, even to cry for her sometimes, you know. I've been in those situations where I cried for Mother Earth, like in the tar sands, for an example. I cried when I saw the devastation that's happening there.
But parts of the Milky Way don't give off light. Sometimes it feels like I've got ground zero in my heart.
I had a nephew that worked for Syncrude. I said, what do you do, Shane? He said, I go around with this big garbage bag, he said, and I pick all the ducks out from around that pond, he said, and I put them in this garbage bag, and I throw them away in the garbage, he said.
If there wasn't so much love, there wouldn't be so much pain. It's like love is the nervous system of the universe, bringing us joy and sorrow.
There's a huge disconnect all over the planet. This dis-ease, this, I don't know, for me it's crazy. It's crazy.
Great love stories involve yearning to be together, separation, forces that keep the lovers apart, and then they come back together in the end. They either get married and live happily ever afterwards, or like Romeo and Juliet, die tragically. And certainly the big separation that's happened here is the separation of humanity and nature, which has been brought about by a framework of thought and an ideology of development and domination and control and empire.
One of the questions I'm asking everyone in this room is, how could the climate crisis, could it be framed or perceived or transformed into a great love story?
I'm sorry, I'm just getting distracted because I don't know what's happening here. Did you guys know that the tar sands is the leading contributor to climate change? What do you think about that?
Primary thing that for billions of years has catalyzed and furthered creativity and transformation, like the #1 thing, has been chaos, breakdowns, and bad news. And so that builds my faith, that builds my trust, because then I look at the chaos of my life, the challenges that I'm dealing with, that people in my life and family and friends are dealing with, but also the chaos and challenges and the breakdowns that our culture and our species is dealing with and our planet is dealing with. And I see those things now through deep time eyes. The larger the problems, often, usually, the bigger the breakthroughs, the bigger the creativity.
Part of industrialization is to have people that are basically in a dream state, the people that aren't doing deep analysis, who cannot think for themselves. So what we're seeing now leading up to an important time in our prophecies is 2012. We're seeing a time when there's going to be a spiritual transformation of human beings throughout the world that's going to come from the light that's going to come and shine within our spirit, shine within our communities to erase this haze.
The separation that's been brought about now is so great, and the yearning for return is so strong, that the love story, I suppose, would be some coming back into harmony with nature.
When I'm working here, I know that there's other people all over the planet doing the same thing. So yeah, it's all about the love of each other, the love of community, the love of the plants, the love of the earth. There's a connection going on across the whole planet, and most people, I think, don't even realize, but I'm hooked into it now, and it feels great. I feel alive again. I could sit home and watch mainstream TV and feel depressed, but instead I'm going to get out here and get connected and do something about it.
The winds are coming. They just want us to put up our sails of willingness. To seal the deal, just say we are willing, and we go, we are willing. And the divine wolf says, look, their sails are up. Let's go.
There is a word for love in Cree. Kisagitin. I love you.
How could this climate crisis be framed as a great love story?
Well, that's how.
Lightning is continuously striking in 100 places every moment. The universe spills through our dreams. The future belongs to the most compelling story. Even the word love is not adequate to define the force that wove the fabric of space-time